Lamine Yamal, penalty, by the way. By the way, the man also got a penalty. So to say Lamine Yamal has 2 penalties now in both legs, one each. 2 penalties from Newcastle. Abeban scored in the 86 minutes. If you remember, they were leading and it looked like they were about to finish the game, and then Barcelona got their penalty at that 96 minutes. But yes, today Barcelona don't come back to defend their honor. But we have a WhatsApp message right here. Drop your predictions, like we say. Say fans have more friends. If you're a fan of Sports Radio Life, if you're a fan of the Champions League, and of course a fan of Heineken, drop your prediction. 090 41,000 889 090 44,000 889. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. What's your name? Fine. What's your name?
My name is Keller, but I'm from Onitsha.
Okay, welcome.
Yes, according to the scoreline prediction, I think that Galatasaray will win Liverpool. And also, Bayern will also win Atalanta. Because in the first leg, they have already shown them 6-1. And there's no chance for Atalanta to do a 5-goal comeback against Bayern. So, that's my prediction. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. All right, WhatsApp message here. Anthony said, Breezy, what a night. He said, Breezy, I hear you. It's not by having many teeth for mouth or your teeth will break bones. 6 Premier teams are out as it is now. Premier League teams, 6 goals aggregates. Other leagues, 21 goals. PSG, Barcelona, and Real Madrid. Just for tonight. So this guy is going to say they are all back and no bite. He said they have plenty for them. You know, if 6 goals score.
Yeah, not true now. I see them now. They just did it.
They're just adding to the numbers.
They
are representing matter, having weight and occupying space.
Oh my God.
Space where they forgive people like young boys.
People like you okay, no, that does not.
Don't do United. Celtic, all those people. Okay, so yes, always put your name when you send messages. I know you want to be part of the conversation, but please always put your name if you send a message on WhatsApp. In the meantime, we'll soon give you the starting lineup. Fans have more friends. If you're a fan, Oyana, drop your prediction. The games we're looking towards is about to go down. Now tonight, you're going to know all the teams who are going there for the quarterfinals. It is Liverpool versus Galatasaray. Tottenham Hotspur versus Atletico de Madrid. Bayern Munich versus Atalanta. Hello. Good evening.
Breezy.
Yes, good evening to you.
This is not a good to.
Yes.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, Breezy, I need to talk.
Okay, welcome.
Breezy, they don't tell. They tell us that time. Say people will buy this Newcastle. They are one of the richest. That.
Okay, so we're not talking about Newcastle right now. Your prediction.
Prediction. Okay. Position. Liverpool 2. Gala 1. Bayern Munich. That one I write off.
It's an
Narrative.
Atalanta, but you know about Ademola Lookman City, Atalanta for different.
Okay, that game will be they will score. They will score themselves. That game can easily end because Atlanta are be shooting goal and all. Atletico Madrid. They, as much as they score, so that their back, that their defense. I thought they will score. So let's just say 2-2.
Okay. Thank you very much. Yes, if you're a fan, let's hear your predictions. Fans have more friends, says Heineken. Let's go to WhatsApp. This message right here, they come from Daddy Triplet. Daddy Triplet is texting us from Akwa Ibom State. Says, good evening, Prezi and Femi. My prediction is Atletico 2, Tottenham 1, Liverpool 2, Gala 2. And then, thank you. This is coming from Chief Priest. He says, up Galatasaray. Okay, thank you. Then, good evening, Breezy. This is Tony from Onitsha. Says, my prediction is 3 to Liverpool and 4 to Bayern. I don't think I'm understanding this prediction. Okay, 3 to Liverpool, 4 to Gala, Bayern 3, Atalanta 1, Tottenham Hotspur 2, Atletico Madrid, I beg your pardon, 1. That's Tony from Onitsha. All right, yes, Heineken says fans have more friends. It's about to be kickoff. We'll run through the starting lineup just really briefly for you guys. You know, so for we know the whole lineup. For me, have you seen how Liverpool are standing? It's looking like it's about to go down, baby. Are you ready? Oh my goodness. But yes, who they bring this information? Can't give it another Heineken. A quick break, and when we come back, yes, it will be proper. Don't touch that down.
Oh yeah!
across our social media pages: Facebook Sports Radio Real FM, Instagram, X, and TikTok Real FM 889. Yes, this evening with a C. A 4-2-3-1. Yes, for our formation for Bayern Munich this evening. Well, we have the goalkeeper, Jonas Holbig. Back four of Stanisic. Yes, Kim Min-jae, Jonathan Tah, and yes, Tom Bishop. Midfield with Leon Goretzka, and yes, Alexander Pavlovich. Attack, yes, we get Harry Kane leading up front, but also flanked by the likes of Luis Diaz, Leonard Carl, and Rafael Guerrero playing the number 10 role. Round 4, Rafael Palladino's Atalanta. Yes, Marcos Portiello, name of the goalkeeper. A back three right there of Giorgio Scalvini, Isaac Hien, and yes, Odilon Kosunu in a 3-4-2-1 formation. And yes, in the midfield is very, very tight. Lorenzo Bernasconi, Ederson, yes, Mario Pasalic, and Raul Bellanova. Up front, yes, Jandy Wika, Skamaka, as well as Charles de Catalere, and yes, Kamaldeen Suleiman. For Liverpool this evening, for Anfield, as it is hot. We're yet to see a goal, of course, coming from any side right now. Allison, yes, the man in the goalpost. And a 4-2-3-1 formation as well. Jeremy Frimpong, Ibrahima Konate, Virgil van Dijk, the captain of this side, as well as Milos Kerkez. Yes, a midfield with Alexis McAllister and Ryan Gravenberg up front. Yes, Florian Wirtz, yes, is there with Dominic Szoboszlai, Mohamed Salah, and Hugo Ekitike on the opposite side. The teammate, yes, is leading an attack that has the likes of Baris Alpa Yilmaz, Gabriel Sara, as well as Roland Salai. Midfield of Mario Lemina, and yes, Lucas Torreira. For the defense, Ismail Jacobs. But ladies and gentlemen, before I continue, let me let you know. Oh, unfortunately, he's been flagged off. But Ademola Lookman. Oh, flagged offside. Ademola Lookman right there with a very sweet opportunity for Atletico de Madrid, but it was offside. He put the ball at the back of the net. Yes, but the celebration did very shortly, very shortly. This was seconds alive, only seconds. Yes, before the linesman lift up the flag and says, yeah, bro, it won't stand. But guess what? The goal is under check. It may stand. The VAR now, they check the goal. Yes, the VAR is checking the goal for me.
That looks very close. I think the goal has been.
It looked very close, but it was not. Well, I mean, looked like an offside goal, but then they check him.
Check over. Actually, I think it's offside. It's offside.
Okay, it's offside. Check over, offside. Okay. And so back to, yes, the defense of Galatasaray this evening. I mentioned earlier on, we have the likes of Ismail Jacobs, Abdul Karim Badachi, yes, Wilfred Singo, and Sacha Boy. And in the goal post, yes, Orgukan Keker. For Tottenham Hotspur and Atletico de Madrid, Tottenham are very lucky to not be one goal down already, considering waiting Ademola Lookman they show for that forward line. I'm very glad to see Ademola Lookman start, by the way, in that game. But yes, he did for that particular one. And it's a very loaded one too. Antoine Griezmann up front with Julian Alvarez. Ademola Lookman is by the wings, as well as Giuliano Simeone, Marcos Llorente, and Johnny Cardoso. Then, of course, at the back, we have the guys Matteo Ruggeri, David Hanko, Robin Lenormand, and yes, and Nahel Molina. And the goalkeeper is Juan Musso. But yes, for Tottenham this evening, Guillermo Vicaro, yes, the goalkeeper. A back four of Radu Dragusin, Christian Romero, yes, Mickey van der Ven, and yes, Jet Spence. Midfield of Pedro Porro, yes, Archie Gray, Pepe Matissa, and Xavi Simons. And up front, yes, the man you call Martin Stell is paired up right there with Randall Kolo Mioani. So yes, that's now the men, the lineup, ladies and gentlemen. We're 10 minutes in right now. Yet to see a goal. Well, 9 minutes and a few seconds, of course. We did yet to see a goal. Well, Femi, that started quite toughly. Your take so far is about almost 10 minutes now, Femi.
Yeah, the game so far, we say 9 minutes across all match center. For Liverpool against Galatasaray, there's not been anything. Osimhen is down on the pitch. I think he's having some difficulties. I don't know. Is his hands or his legs? I don't know.
I really hope it's not. It's not. Yeah, his hand. It's his hand.
It most likely might continue depending on whatever.
I mean, the guy is writing in pain, Femi. He's literally screaming on the floor.
He is. I
really hope he's not broken.
I don't know what's wrong with Ibrahima Konate. Is it not Iman Bin? What's wrong with him? Why is he behaving that way? What do you mean by it's just his hands? I mean, I understand that you have a game to chase. Maybe that's why you feel concerned, but it's just 9 minutes into the game.
And then again, it's Osimhen. Osimhen is not the kind of guy to roll on the floor. And I mean, Osimhen wants to score. Osimhen is not that kind of guy who say he wants to sleep for grand, this kind of early moments in the game.
I think he's really in pain. He's really in pain.
Yeah, I mean, Osimhen is hanging that hand.
He's up already. He's angry.
He's even hanging the hand. Osimhen is literally hanging the hand. Okay, I really hope he's fine. He's angry.
So the Liverpool players are feeling like he's delaying the game, or maybe he's lying or he's pretending. I guess that's what has gotten him angry. That's why he's giving them this reaction. But then, like I said the other time, they also need to understand that for Liverpool players or for Liverpool as a club, they're trying to chase the game. So they are eager, they are anxious. They want the game to continue quick because they need to equalize for them to bring the game back on leveling terms.
So I think I really think the real problem for Liverpool players, the likes of Dominic Szoboszlai and Ibrahima Konate, that they complain say if Osimhen wants to stay long on the floor, he should go out. That's what we're complaining about.
Yeah, they have.
So they want to continue play, make Osimhen go to receive treatment outside the pitch. But Osimhen is refusing and saying, "Why you guys what is wrong with you guys? You think I'm faking it?" But then, I mean, as much as I want to sympathize with Osimhen, if you are going to stay on the ground for that long, you should actually go to the sidelines and get treatment.
But the thing is that the referee should be the one taking that decision. Yeah,
but sometimes the players need to charge for the referee to,
The referee should be the one taking that decision. But I think he's out already.
Yeah, he's out.
The players continue already in that game.
Step out.
But so far so good. Just giving my opinion about the game so far. I think that Liverpool they've had more of the ball. I didn't think that Galatasaray would come into this game and control this game. I'm sure that Liverpool are going to control this game. But we did get goals.
Simply because they're at home?
Yeah, simply because that's going to happen. I mean, even when they were not at home, Galatasaray didn't have more of the balls. The more of the ball were with Liverpool. Galatasaray just had a way to win that game, to get an early goal in that game, and that was how they were able to win that one. But as it stands right now, they have to do more than that. And they are making mistakes defensively. Talking about Galatasaray, you cannot be making mistakes against the Liverpool side. They might be having a rough patch. You might say they are not in form, but then you do not want to make some starting mistakes because they can hurt you where it pains you the most. And the game between Bayern Munich and Atalanta, that one, the game is honestly, I don't know how to put it, but it's like a dead rubber. Like, I don't think that there's so much that's going to come out from that game. You lost 6-1 at home in Bergamo. You lost 6-1. I don't think that you're going to come to the Allianz Arena and get something done in this game. You probably will find something. You can get goals, but hey, can you guarantee that Bayern Munich also will not get a goal or two in this game? I don't think they can do that. So the only thing that Atalanta might capitalize on in this game is the fact that the first choice goalkeeper and the second choice goalkeeper of Bayern Munich are not available. So they've gone with Ubik. I don't know where they got him from, but then I think, according to what I heard, was that the first choice goalkeeper is out injured, which is Manuel. The second choice goalkeeper is out injured. The under-19 goalkeeper is also out injured. I think they've had to go and get the reserve goalkeeper for their under-19 team to come and keep in this game. So I don't know how they're able to do that, but so far so good. I don't see them doing so much. Talking about Atalanta in this game.
All right, back to Liverpool versus Galatasaray. Victor Osimhen is back on the pitch playing. I mean, it looks like they don't wrap the hand up. Put some spray. I want to believe saying a painkilling spray, and then they wrap the hand up, and the guy is back. He's back in action. I don't know whether Osimhen go fit the put body for ball. We're considering say that hand, any small thing like this, only God know. But at least it's not the leg. It's not limp. It's not limping. But I can see Osimhen being careful for me. I can see him. They get us. They do the hand. They use the hand to come body. But I really hope
the hand has been bandaged.
I really hope it's not something will go, cause long-term problem for. I mean, at this time of the season is not when you want your player out. But then there's also some very, very interesting challenges there. The referee may need to call back play because yes, the Galatasaray players continue to complain about some tight and serious duels. Defending also from.
I don't know. Liverpool players have to calm down. Like I said,
you're not gonna calm down. Though. I won't go down.
I understand, but if you don't calm down, you get cards, and cards will calm you down. If you cannot calm down naturally, you'll be calmed down by cards, and red card is one that you don't want. So they have to calm down. They have to, they have to chillax. They have to chillax. That's not a good way.
But for me, that is two of us jump.
The two of you jump. But you went with this. You went out with this. Imagine two of us also did the same thing. So that is. I understand that both of you jumped, but somebody was going with an elbow. Why are you doing that?
Okay, so yes, 15 minutes of play. Bayern Munich 0, Atalanta 0, Liverpool 0, Galatasaray 0, Tottenham Hotspur 0, and Atletico Madrid 0. Yes, sir. And remember, like I said, keep dropping those predictions across our social media pages: Facebook Sports Radio Real FM, Instagram, X, and TikTok. Real FM 889. Call and be part of this coverage on 090-41,889, 090-44,889. All of the fans, yes, because we say right here, fans have more friends. Courtesy of Heineken. Okay. That's what?
The is going to win.
Okay, thank you very much. 090-41,889, 090-44,889. Hello. Okay, please call back. We have a WhatsApp message right here. Yes, drop those WhatsApp messages on 090-44,889. And this one is coming from Emeka. Emeka says the game will produce more goals. The game that will produce more goals is the Liverpool game. Well, we still there to see any goal from that side, and it's much needed.
The truth is that this Liverpool Galatasaray game has potential of going into extra time.
Yes, actually. At this rate, actually, yes, I agree. I completely agree with you, Femi, because of how it's also started.
Yeah.
But then, I mean, it also depends on if nobody gets
because as it stands right now, even when Liverpool get a goal now, it's now 1-1. So it then means that they will now start having to look for another goal to lead.
Apart from that, I think this game largely based on if nobody gets sent off, number one. If there are no major injuries to certain players, like Osimhen must, for Galatasaray to have a great shot at this, I want to expect Osimhen to at least play the first 45. In my opinion, the first 45 at least. Complete the first 45. We're 30 minutes shy of that. But I'm just saying, you can't afford to have a Victor Osimhen get out of this game so early if, there are serious injury concerns. But yes, it's still 0-0 across board. 0-0 across board. We are 18 minutes into the game. Don't forget, say Barcelona don't advance after beating Newcastle 7-2 earlier on, 8-3 on aggregate. All right, yes, let me take us to Tottenham versus Atletico de Madrid. What's going on now? I mean, that game don't be quite silent since when Demola Lookman get on the score sheet.
Yeah, not too long ago, Tottenham Hotspur via Xavi Simons, had an opportunity to take a shot, but the man was the shot was blocked, and also the game was stopped because Jed Spence committed the foul, and that stopped the game and all of that. But so far so good. We've seen 90 minutes of football play there at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It's not looking good for Tottenham Hotspur. They have if you want to win a game like this, you need the resurgence early enough. In this first 20 minutes of this game, so we don't score at least one goal to make it, to show intention. Say, you know what, I'm serious about this. Then you have 2 goals more, for you to score. You can spread that across 90 minutes of football, depending on whatever you can do with how you can score. But as it stands right now, they are not showing a lot of intent. They are just keeping calm, trying to. You can't play against Atletico Madrid like that. Atletico Madrid defensively are also not. They are not great. I mean, they are not great. So you can look at them and you can believe that you can get something. But then when you look at the squad, it's the same sort of players who played the last one. Maybe bar some new changes in this lineup and all of that. But then you look at the manager. He started Vicario on this one. At the end of the day, I mean, common sense prevailed. I thought he would have started Kinski again, but he did not. Started Vicario. Oh, hallelujah! But when you look at how,
hallelujah, yeah.
But when you look at how they set up, I don't think that against Atletico Madrid, I don't think they have an answer to whatever Atletico Madrid is going to throw at them. I don't think so.
Okay. And yes, quickly, to the game between Bayern and Atalanta. Not a lot of action from there. As a matter of fact, Bayern still controlling the game. And Luis Diaz gets one very sweet shot from the edge of the box. Went for the goal, but the effort did blocked by defender. Also, for the 20th minute, Bayern Munich failed to take advantage of corner with a get. And unfortunately, it was blocked as well. Rafael Guerrero not too long ago also swinging one very sweet corner, but he failed to find any of his teammates. One of the defenders react to clear him up. And yes, so Atalanta don't really get any fight if you really look how they position themselves so far. It's now 21 minutes gone. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, what's your name?
Yeah, Ugochukwu from East.
Okay, Ugochukwu, go ahead.
I would like to tell you that you will never walk alone.
Okay. Okay, but you're yet to score a goal. You are walking alone for now.
I would like Liverpool to win Galatasaray by 3 goals to nothing.
Okay.
I'm begging them to do that for me.
All right.
And we'll never see net tonight.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Hello. Good evening to you. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening. What's your name?
Chimere from Onitsha.
Okay, Chimere. Oh, Chimere, so sorry. Please try to cover.
Not too long ago, Florence had a shot. Had a shot, and I mean that went into the stands. That did not disturb anybody, But one thing again I will say about Liverpool is that if Liverpool are going to do anything special in this game, they need to find a way to wake up Dominic Szoboszlai.
Dominic Szoboszlai. Yeah. What do you mean wake him up?
He's the man.
Why is he here without and not being awake?
And I'm just saying, like he needs to they need to get him to play more football because that guy, he looks like the best thing for them this season. He's been the only man who has been in form for them this season. He scores free kick I think he scored like 3 or 4 free kicks this season. He scored in their last game, the draw against Tottenham Hotspur. He was the one who scored the first goal, who got the free kick for them in that game. They need to get him active. Also,
I think I don't know. They need it for me.
They need to get him active.
Everybody here to do their work.
I'm saying like maybe they need to set him up nicely in terms of their passes. Get him into those places where he can get the balls for into the back of the net. They need to do that. But not too long ago, Lucas Torreira was also on the floor. He had some injury concern, but I think he's back on the field now and he's playing.
Okay, so Bayern Munich have the VAR check for possible penalty. Yes, at one of the Atalanta players for the box, he gets in to the ball. I told you guys, Bayern, they press, and finally that pressing is looking like it go bear fruit because referee Benoit Bastien don't make the VAR signal. He go check whether a penalty for Bayern Munich. Let's see how that pans out because Bayern may just in the next few seconds be 7-1 up on aggregate. I'm not gonna lie, this round of 16 get plenty big margin. I mean, we are seeing 8-2, 8-3. This penalty. It's a penalty to Bayern Munich. VAR check over and it's a penalty. I think, let me leave the bear first. Leave the bear. This is if we ring bear for Atalanta, we are just disgracing them. But you can go ahead.
no, okay, we'll leave them.
It's going to be a goal.
It's our former. They used to be our former club.
Yeah, our former club. Because yes, it's going to be 7-1. I can almost say yes, Bayern have scored that goal.
Yeah, it's been scored.
Seriously, yeah, it's been scored.
Yeah.
It has to be scored.
Heineken has converted.
Yeah, so 1-0. Yes, 1-0. I've not seen any confirmation. Femi, no, they whine me.
Yeah, I think Heineken.
You think Heineken, Femi?
Sorry.
Don't give us bad information. Femi, they never score.
Yeah. You have to be converted.
They're but I can almost. I mean, I can almost say that I know that they will score. I mean,
Heineken was the one that was brought down. I think so. Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that goal never still enter. Missed. Oh, Family penalty was missed. I tell you, this is why it's not good to jubilate early.
Oh my God!
I told you guys.
Heineken played it. Yes, he missed it.
Heineken missed the penalty.
Yeah, he missed it.
Wow.
He missed it. Wow.
See, we don't dare PCI is already, you know, and
because we are yet to see a game this night. We have yet to see a goal at all this night. We've seen a goal, or we've seen goals.
So what happened? Heineken attempted to confuse the goalkeeper. So what he did that in what do they call that penalty? There's a word for it. Where you know. So what happened? He run like say one kicker. He can't stop for the middle of the run. Then he continue again and he sent the ball to the bottom right corner. But the goalkeeper Marco Sportiello was keeping cool and he was able to get it. Heineken, whatever tactic they play for there, work. Abort mission. Because it's still 0-0. Yes, we have another goal.
Dominic Szoboszlai! I said it! That's the one! Set you up!
Liverpool 1, Galatasaray 0. Dominic Szoboszlai, and guys, guess what? Bayern Munich finally!
Look at everybody go.
He never lands. Goal! All right, Femi.
Yes.
It's a goal to Liverpool. Dominic Szoboszlai. One goal up, and Femi Tokam said Dominic Szoboszlai has to wake up. He has to wake up.
If they're going to do anything good in this game, he's the man. You don't get anybody. All these players when they get, all these Kodigakpo, Akakpo, they know all of them.
What do you mean by Akakpo? Who be Akakpo?
Treasurer.
but yes, Dominic Szoboszlai, assisted by Mark Alistair. Yes, Alexis McAllister. Now be the man will assist them. And yes, Bayern don't score. Finally, Heineken.
Yes.
So Heineken missed the penalty and then scored.
Yesterday against Real Madrid and Man City, they cancelled the goal of Vinicius Junior. In 1 minute, he scored another one. He scored another one immediately.
I think Gerlock says he scored this goal. Because which kind of nonsense be that one? How they go give Liverpool, how they go give Bayern Munich penalty? You, Heineken, will come waste time.
Yeah. Now the job has started for Galatasaray. They go work. For here. They go work.
If
you don't work, you don't go job.
Since the one break Osimhen hand, Osimhen come quiet though. People like say Osimhen don't humble. Osimhen, they run all those wicked run again. So you know how Osimhen plays now. Osimhen is a very aggressive player.
Yeah.
But since then,
they
let him run again. If I'm the coach, if Osimhen continues like this, I better come out.
He most likely might not play second half. He might not come back for the second half.
Osimhen has been quiet since that hand where they break the hand. I've been a sprain the sprain. I've been a dislocate the hand. They manage the hand. You know, Osimhen is not doing those dangerous runs into the 18 anymore. He's been very quiet since then.
He's back.
He just there. You know, Osimhen is that kind of player who go there. See him now. Osimhen go there run. He's not running, and they hang the hand.
Yeah, something is really wrong with the hand.
He's bending the hand. You know, they stretch the hand.
He's not stretching the hand.
Yeah, you know, they stretch the hand. They hang the hand. So I think that hand they really pain Osimhen. So I think they may need to pull out.
We have our first yellow card in the game between Tottenham Hotspur and Atletico Madrid. Ruggeri, yes, has gotten yellow card for Atletico Madrid. What did he do? He was tripping. The trip. Another person don't hold hand again. No.
I think it's only in chest or in
The
waist
hand.
side.
That's the hand. Abi?
It's the west side. Okay, so yes, guys, 28 minutes. Liverpool 1, Galatasaray 0. Bayern Munich 1, Atalanta 0. Tottenham Hotspur and Atletico Madrid 0-0. On aggregate, it is Bayern 6, Bayern 7, I beg your pardon, Atalanta 1. On aggregate, it is Liverpool 1, Galatasaray 1. On aggregate, it is Tottenham Hotspur 2 and Atletico Madrid 5. Oh my God, Femi, you know, we almost forgot about Tottenham Hotspur when we count English teams.
Oh.
We almost forgot about them. So it's not just Liverpool we are looking towards this. We are looking at Tottenham.
Okay. Let me also say this: the game between Bayern Munich and Atalanta. The reason why Heineken got another goal, I don't know if you said it, that the penalty was retaken actually.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
it was retaken. The penalty was retaken. I think the goalkeeper leaped over the line before the penalty was taken, so they returned the penalty.
That thing, Hurricane fault because Hurricane ran and stopped. So of course the goalkeeper would definitely jump. What were you expecting?
Yeah, so
but regardless, he got the penalty and that's what counts.
It's been retaken. And I mean,
now wayo, listen now wayo.
This time around,
if CAF see this thing now, they go reverse the results.
Easy.
All right, let's get your calls. 090-41,889, 090-44,889. Meanwhile, of course, make sure you follow us on social media platforms for all of the updates on Facebook, Sports Radio Bila FM, on X, Instagram, and TikTok, Bila FM 889. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
Roundup Moani! Bringing them back to life. They were dead. Can they resurrect fully? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's 1-0 in favor of Tottenham Hotspur, and it's 3-5 on aggregate as it stands right now. I don't know. Can they do it?
I mean,
remontada.
Oh, what a night. I love Champions League nights.
Yeah.
No nights bigger than Champions League nights in Europe. But yes, Tottenham Hotspur, they don't take the lead over at Atletico de Madrid. Yes, Matistel, he get to the byline, sending lofted a ball. Randa Colomiwani, nine climb highest. I mean, he jumped the highest to power very close range header into the bottom left corner. And that is how Tottenham get there. One goal up ahead of Atletico de Madrid. And unfortunately, Musso could not handle that one. Now, what's it called now? Atletico de Madrid going to regret that Ademola Lookman's goal where they no count. But then they need to do something about it, because guess what? From now, we may be getting more goals, and then Tottenham Hotspur may have the opportunity, to come back. It's now 5-3, like Femi mentioned. But yes, no goals yet. Femi, you look very tense. What's going on?
And yes, the game between Galatasaray and Liverpool, Florian Reis was on the verge of making it 2-0. But that one had some blockage. It was blocked and it went. But then they got a corner kick for that one. They got a corner kick for all of their struggles.
Okay. All right. 32 minutes in, guys. We did 13 minutes to the first half. And don't forget this coverage. Yes, sir. Yes, make I tell on us as friends who will be to us. We definitely want to stay here and continue with the coverage as we make more friends. Courtesy of Heineken. Gentlemen, I really must. For me, in all honesty, Osimhen is like -1 for this Galatasaray at this point in time.
He is.
Osimhen not the stretching hand. Osimhen they bend hand. Osimhen not they jump. And for me, made a point that maybe not the hand make no they jump.
Well, for you to be able to have a proper flight, as a person. You need your two hands.
Yes, you need to use to lift yourself.
Osimhen
know they even stretch the hand. But would it not be too early? We had a very close call. Very close call. Very close call. Dominic Szoboszlai. Femi, what happened there?
That was a shot from Dominic Szoboszlai. I said, see, every good thing that will happen to them in this game has to come from him. He took a long shot just from the outside the box, but the goalkeeper was good enough, was sound enough, for him to save that one for them. One way or the other, Galatasaray have to be thanking the stars of their goalkeeper, because he's saving them in this game so far. And if they're not careful, they might just concede one more goal, and it might be troubles for them in the paradise.
Okay, all right. Hopefully not. But a paradise this evening for Liverpool is Anfield. With all of the fans, they put in the work to try to overturn the results. They're taking notes from Sporting and Braga. Interestingly, there's a team called Braga is sometimes referred to as Sporting Braga. Sporting and Braga are the two teams who have done the Motanda so far. All right, yes, 35 minutes now, guys. Bayern Munich 1, Atalanta 0, Liverpool 1, Galatasaray 0, Tottenham Hotspur 1, Atletico de Madrid 0. But guys, at this time, okay, let's get the update for me.
Osimhen is being substituted. I'm yet to confirm that.
He's being summoned by the coach.
I think he wants to be. I think
the coach will summon him.
Yeah.
I think they want to put in Noah Lang.
Yeah, I think Noah Lang
in place of Victor Osimhen.
Yeah.
Osimhen no dey stretch in hand. Osimhen hand they hang.
And a short one, so he not really they.
See, they drop the hand.
He not fit drop.
He dey swing one hand, they hang one hand. So the coach will just have to take out Osimhen. Osimhen is not being as productive as he's meant to be. Osimhen right now is not his 100%. Hopefully the hand issue not be, something with it too much. Hopefully, and Osimhen wants to prove, Osimhen now. Coach the signal to Osimhen, send when they play but they go. He wants to prove a point that, I can do this even with this situation. But I don't know how much that would last. So yes, any moment from now, Osimhen may be coming out for Noah Lang. But there seems to be, an ask for a change by the coach. It's yet to happen, but now waiting with the suspect with that.
Yeah.
Anyway, 35 minutes in, Bayern Munich 1, Atalanta 0, Liverpool 1, Galatasaray 0, Tottenham Hotspur 1, Atletico de Madrid 0.
Well, the game between Tottenham Hotspur and Atletico Madrid, there was a nice cross from Marco Llorente, but Vicario was good enough, to parry that one away from getting to the back of the net. But it's still 1-0 in favor of Tottenham Hotspur against Atletico Madrid. Corner kick now to Galatasaray. It's been taken, but heads get to it, but that not of a Galatasaray player. And now ball is back to their goalkeeper. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yes, let's take it to Tottenham and Atletico de Madrid, just as we talked earlier on. Not much action apart from that goal now. Yes, but let me let you know that was a very close call. One Musso pull off a great save to deny Denny Matistel of Tottenham Hotspur. Just as after I received precise defense splitting pass, the effort they headed for the right side of the goal, but the goalkeeper dived very quickly to stop him. And definitely that now the best save of this match so far. Femi, it was such a great save, very great save right there by Musso. As a matter of fact, Tottenham are supposed to be 2 goals up now, and that would have made it 5-4 on aggregate. Tottenham are doing a lot of playing in this game.
See,
they are not kidding.
Let me tell Atletico Madrid, I know they are a very shameless team actually. I hope that they are not on the verge of reinstating what they are, because it looks like they want to be shameless. If they find a way to consider another goal against Tottenham Hotspur, I can assure you that Tottenham Hotspur will fancy their chance in this game, and I'm sure that's not what they want. You couldn't have been leading by 3-goal difference. Now it's been cut to 2, and it looks like you're not still serious.
Okay, all right. No changes yet across board. Hopefully, I think the coach still look the Osimhen situation to see if it is worth doing. Finally.
I think it's finally.
Well, I mean,
what's going on?
Let's just wait. Let we know they wish I'm bad. Let's see.
They wish I'm bad.
Okay, 09041,889, 09044,089. The interesting thing is that the boy they charge for the ball. He keeps charging for the ball. Let's hear from you. Yes, call us or send us a WhatsApp message on 09044,889. Yes, Champions League coverage right here on Umbrella. There's this message right here. This is Carroting from KD says, I have the strong feeling that Liverpool will qualify for the quarter-finals. For Osimhen, I feel sorry for him. He said, and don't touch him. Frank Anayo Obo is connecting from Imo State. He says, EPL teams are out except Arsenal and Liverpool. Liverpool progressing tonight. Bayern and ATM are also going through. Okay, thank you. Hello, good evening. Yes, good evening. Good evening.
Hello.
I'm Ezekiel.
Go ahead, Ezekiel.
Hello?
Hello, Ezekiel, we can hear you.
From Jordan.
All right,
Go on.
Go ahead.
Sir, what is it?
Go on.
I'm looking for Liverpool.
All right.
Thank you very much, Ezekiel. We have another WhatsApp message. This is Dami texting us on WhatsApp from Lekki. He says, I have noticed something since playoff that early kickoff says it all. If they scored many goals in the evening, there will be less goals at the night. But if they scored less goals at the evening, there will be many goals at the night. I think it's your imagination. It can happen anyhow. I think it's random. Meanwhile, we're almost 40 minutes in, guys. And it's still just 1-1. 1-0. All the home team, they lead. All the home teams are leading 1-0, 1-0, 1-0. Okay? And yes, for Liverpool, they got another attempt to send the ball beyond the defense. Alexis McAllister, but they thwarted and declared to safety. For Bayern, it's been a very quiet affair since. Bayern, of course, still leading, still doing. In fact, all the playing and all the pressing is being done by Bayern.
Coaches, as much as players are hypocrites, coaches also are hypocrites.
Why do you say so?
Arne Slot did something in this game that was hypocritical. One of his players went into a challenge with studs out, took out a Galatasaray player, brought him down, and Slot is surprised that they called for a foul.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he was saying why. I'm sure that if that was against his team, he probably would have said no. That should have been a free kick. But like I said, as much as you could see that situation again. Victor Osimhen, there was a cross. There was a cross that came on from the other end of the attack, for them. But because of the hand of Victor Osimhen, it was who got the header, but his flight was.
And you can see him, his face is contorting. Yeah. Okay, all right. Yes, as I mentioned earlier on, Bayern, of course, still seriously, massively, in fact, menacingly dominating. Leonard Carl created good chance for himself, went for goal mid-range, but the effort they were wide of the post. Alexander Pavlovic also produced a poor pass, but he attempted to get the ball into the back of the net, but they hacked away. Also, there was a pass also again, in the 36th minute from Leonard Carl. He did cut shots by Marcos Patiello, and the move breakdown. It's all it's an entire Bayern affair right there. Bayern affair all through for the Allianz Arena. AJ from Oshodi, they text us, and he's saying, I heard the Newcastle players shouting, give me glucose at the stadium, too big. Liverpool is going to progress. Tottenham will not qualify, them just one spoil ticket, okay? Mani Owa from Ireland says he's rooting for Liverpool to win and for Victor Osimhen. Okay. Hello, good evening.
Good evening to you, man.
Yes, good evening.
Yeah, welcome.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Thank you.
Yeah, I've been out the way.
All right, thank you very much. Guys, Mohamed Salah also, Femi, Mohamed Salah has been very quiet in this game. Very quiet. As in, just for the few times I don't see the camera, I don't
been
pan
quiet all
him.
season, so it's not quiet. He's been quiet from the beginning of this season.
Very quiet. Very, almost like he's not there.
He's an humble man, very humble.
He's not a humble man. Salah and humble. Humble in character, but not humble in front of goal now. Come on.
That's what I'm saying. He's been humbled. I think his real life character is affecting him in this game.
What do you mean?
he's been shy in front of goal. He's go shy.
He's not go shy. Okay. Well, Liverpool need the goals they can get, because even though on aggregate they are equal, they need to put in more fire. Hopefully the fire does not, the little fire will take start this game, not burn out before the end. So yes, to the man, Mayowa from Ireland, texting us on WhatsApp, says he's sorry for Osimhen. Well, Osimhen is still playing.
I think the manager just wants to see the first 45
First 45, it's almost over. Yeah. And Osimhen, we don't know the extent of the injury. Maybe just a sprain. Maybe just a sprain, maybe just a dislocation. I don't know. It may not be serious. He's still playing.
I don't know how serious it is, but can you imagine when you slip on your hand?
Yes.
What it feels like in the next
numbness.
How you would be doing everything, to make the hand stay on its own, but you have to. It's tough.
But so far, Osimhen, one thing about Osimhen is that he gets fighting spirit, and he does show him even with the hand. Upon say you can tell that it's not totally free, but he's fighting, he's running, he's trying his best. Maybe not at 100%, but I could say 90. And now waiting probably like the coach say, you know what, let me just give him the honor, finish the first 45 and let's see. Moreover, they are not trailing, so they have another 45. Yes, to see what they can do. All right, 09041,889 and 09044,889. We're 43 minutes in. Don't forget, yes. Friends, have more friends. Continue to drop your prediction, your analysis on our social media pages and on WhatsApp at 09044,889. Yes, don't forget this coverage is powered by Heineken. 45 minutes now. Liverpool 1, Galatasaray 0. Bayern Munich 1, Atalanta 0. Tottenham Hotspur 1, Atletico Madrid 0. Femi, 45 minutes of play, Femi. And we have just one goals across board. As a matter of fact, all the home teams, some leading, but not really leading on aggregates.
Let me say this, right? You see the game between Bayern Munich and the game between Bayern Munich and Atalanta, I don't really get problem with those ones, so because I know say Bayern Munich will win that game. Even if they don't win that game, I know say Atalanta don't fit to come back. So extra time no did this game. You see this one. You see these two teams. If Atletico Madrid know what they are doing, if they know what they are doing, let them find a way to go and score another goal. They should not drag this game to extra time.
Why?
I have a feeling like if they drag this game to extra time, they will lose this game. Atletico Madrid will lose this game if they find a way to drag this game into extra time.
Not go favor them.
It not go favor them.
Why?
So
Why
maybe they just find a way to go. They need a goal actually. They need a goal to douse the feelings of Tottenham players because I stand right now, they're dead injured. They are motivated because they believe say we don't score one, if we score two, if we score three. So, but if you score one goal now, you will return back the margin to 3 goal difference again. That means that they have to start again from beginning again to begin to score. But if you let them do a comeback and make it 3-3 or make it 5-5, they are setting yourself up. You're setting yourself up. And the game between Liverpool and Galatasaray divided 5 minutes in that game. For me, let these two teams. I'm gonna end this game for 90 minutes. So what is something I want to do now? Now they plan to do extra time. When I stop them.
Family does not like that. All right.
But then they do their job actually.
Okay. So yes, 2 minutes like Femi mentioned between Tottenham Hotspur and Atletico de Madrid. 1 minute already on the way. Guys, 45 minutes now. Is your favorite team? Is your favorite team leading? Somebody is texting me on WhatsApp. Say Breezy, dislocation serious. So I wish Make Osimhen use this match make another statement for English club Ahmed. Well, Ahmed, I don't know. I cannot confirm that it's a dislocation. I just how I see and they handle the hand. Now wait to make me talk. So, but we don't know yet. I think after the game, maybe more information will be produced. He don't swing the hand small Femi. He's beginning to swing the hand a bit, unlike before. Yeah. So yeah, maybe it's getting better. Maybe a sprain, maybe just something light. Probably goes to play for the weekend. But yes, now inside 5 minutes of extra time between Liverpool and Galatasaray. 2 minutes gone, but we look towards the remaining 3. Okay, OCC from Abai Saiti for WhatsApp. He says, Tottenham Hotspur 1, Atletico de Madrid 2. Good evening to you all. Good evening to you as well, my brother. Okay, for me, let's go to the much more quiet one. Yes, talking about Bayern and Atalanta. What's going on?
3 minutes has been added in that game, and out of the 3 minutes, we've seen 2 minutes played already. So we're on the verge of coming to full time in that game. But so far, so good. In case you're interested in what the statistics looks like, 16 shots to Bayern Munich. 16 shots to them. 5 on target. 2 to Atalanta.
So why you talk this thing with such gusto? 2. Where are you going with this?
2 to Atalanta. 2.
You are saying Atalanta have no hope. Is that what you're saying? So they are not going to do a good comeback.
Come back again, get 16 shots, you get 5 on target. Imagine say they don't score imagine say they don't score like at least 2 or 3 out of the 5 where they go on target. This game going to be like 9-1 on aggregate.
Yeah.
You know, so Atalanta they need to just wrap it up. At this point,
they're not making us proud at all.
They need to wrap it up. They need to wrap it up. Our former club. They need to wrap it up.
You see our former. Well, it's obvious. Femi said that they missed that man, Ademola Lookman. It's very obvious. Meanwhile, Ademola Lookman, what do you mean? Are you sure? Are you saying if he was there, he not go change?
What do I change?
No, I mean, there'll be some spark.
Spark.
So, Femi, I don't like this vibe you're giving. You don't look down. You're looking down on our boy.
He'd be like.
Wow! Penalty to Liverpool. Penalty to Liverpool.
Going.
Mohamed Salah to take a penalty for Liverpool, guys. Mohamed Salah standing across to take a penalty to Liverpool. Penalty missed. Mohamed Salah missed it. He missed it. Mohamed Salah missed.
Wow.
Mohamed Salah missed the penalty to take Liverpool.
He's shy.
2 goals up
in front of goal
in this first 45. Mohamed Salah missed it. Was a great save. I mean, it deceived the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper dived, but the goalkeeper's like got to it. Smart move by the goalkeeper. Liverpool day 1-1 on aggregate again. It would have been 2-1 on aggregate if Mohamed Salah scored up. That was on the platter. What went wrong?
Wow. The goalkeeper went to
So if you're wondering what happened, how did this penalty come to be? Yes, the penalty happened for the 2nd minute of extra time after 45. Ismail Jacobs, yes, he catch the leg of opposition player. Yes, and then the referee Powell Rakowski, then signal foul, and it became a penalty. Liverpool didn't get the opportunity. Ismail Jacobs was the culprit for that one. And then Mohamed Salah stepped up and somehow sent the penalty towards the middle of the target. But Ugarkan Karker, yes, he didn't move. He did not move. He just slightly. And yes, he saved the effort. Oh, Mohamed Salah will be blaming himself. Once the blood of the halftime whistle, this guy will be blaming himself terribly, Femi.
Wow. You don't.
Femi don't turn to Cyrene now. Wow.
You don't want to be in this position.
Especially considering
the kind of
what is going on. Oh my goodness. I really feel for the man. But then it's happened. It's halftime. Bayern Munich won. Atalanta 0. Halftime Liverpool won. Galatasaray 0. Halftime Tottenham Hotspur 1. Atletico Madrid 0. Mohamed Salah missed a penalty to take Liverpool ahead. Heineken had missed one earlier on, but it was called back and then he scored it. If not, that's why he came for himself for carrying you go duggout. But they were leading already. Oh, Femi, what a night! What a night for Liverpool. They need to now, Mohamed Salah needs to now make it. He needs to do something in the next 45. If the coach allows him come for the next 45,
I think he will. He might take him off at some point, but I think he will. The physio is talking to Osimhen. And I don't think he would.
Osimhen may not come back for the next 45.
He may not continue the game at this point. But then we've seen 45 minutes of football across all match center. In Liverpool, Liverpool are currently leading 1-0. I think that's one thing. That's one good thing they did for themselves. What they did is to come back, make it 1-1, and then the second 45 is very decisive for them. I'm sure they don't want to drag this game into extra time. They want to finish it in 90 minutes and keep it moving, and move on from this one. For Bayern Munich, well, I don't think there's anything more to say about this one. There's no analysis in that one. Tottenham Hotspur against Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid has survived the first 45 of this game. They have to come back to the second 45 to survive it also. And by surviving it, I don't think it's by sitting deep. They also have to be offensive. They need to go all out against them and find a way to get their own goal. When you look at the statistics, when you look at the chances created, they are not far from each other. But one thing that Tottenham Hotspur did in this game that was obvious is that they were better precise than them. If they had been more, if they were clinical enough, they would have probably equalized all 3 goals already, because they had 7 shots in this game. 6 of those shots were on target. 7 shots, 6 on target. That means that it was only once that they played the shot that wasn't on target, and they had 2 big chances. While for Atletico Madrid had 8 shots in the game, just 2 was on target. That's not a good ROI. on their shot on their shot on their shot in this game.
What are they investing? But go ahead.
Yeah, they are
Is it
investing.
ROI?
They are investing their shot.
Yeah.
Say no be on target.
Yeah.
You know, that's the ROI. The ROI should be goals.
Return on investment. Yeah.
They didn't get anything, but Tottenham was able to get 1 goal. I'm sure if going to second 45, they're going to feel motivated to do more in the second 45.
For me, well, it's not guaranteed, but let's see how that pans out. Guys, that's not the scoreline. Fiesta for the halftime is 1-0, 1-0, 1-0 across, but for all three teams, the home teams lead. Don't forget this coverage. Yes, and even the halftime they brought to you by Heineken.
taking you there. On the show tonight, yes, let's get right into it because at halftime in those games, it is 1-0 in favor of the home team across all the centers. It is Bayern Munich 1, Atalanta 0, and it is Liverpool 1, Galatasaray 0. 1-1 on aggregate it is in that game. Now, of course, it is Tottenham Hotspur 1, Atletico Madrid 0. And so as it stands in that game, it is 5-3 on aggregate. As Tottenham Hotspur look to claw their way back. Is there a chance? We'll find out in the second 45 if they can do that. Liverpool, on the other hand, of course, in their game against Galatasaray, they have had a penalty missed. Just like Bayern have had a penalty missed in their game as well. It is 1-1 on aggregate in the game between Liverpool and Galatasaray. And we'll see where it goes from here. That penalty probably would have put the game out of sight already because Galatasaray would have found themselves chasing the game for most part of it. But I can tell you that they still have a hand in it. Yes, they still have at least grabbing on one end to it. But yes, they would need to take it this way if they cannot score, that is, all the way to penalties and see if that works out for them. 15 shots they faced, 8 shots on target, of course, in that game. And I can tell you that for goalkeeper saves, yes, the goalkeeper of Galatasaray has been the busier of the two. The XG tells you all that you need to know as far as this fixture is concerned because for Liverpool it is 2.17 and for Galatasaray it is 0.16. That's it, of course. It tells you where the action is at. And I can tell you that at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, action has resumed in the game between Tottenham and Atletico Madrid. Harry Kane, of course, has also put Atalanta to the sword as far as this game is concerned. And so you look at that game right now, as far as the standings are concerned, it is 7-1 on aggregate. Yes, 7-1 on aggregate. The aggregate score in this season is very loud. I'll be honest with you. 7-1 on aggregate is what that game is serving us right now. 1-1 on aggregate is the game between Liverpool and Galatasaray. And some quick changes, of course, are coming in as far as that game is concerned. It looks like Victor Osimhen will not continue that game. Yes, it looks like he's not going to continue. But I can tell you that there's been a goal somewhere, of course, at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And definitely it is Julian Alvarez who's made it 1-1. Woo! Yeah! Yes, it is 6-3 on aggregate. 6-3 on aggregate. Julian Alvarez has made it 1-1. And that assist came from Ademola Lookman. Yes, who was able to, of course, create that one. One thing is certain about these two teams. They can score, they can concede. So whether you put Gogo or you put both teams to concede, you have done your job. Yes, if you put both teams to score or both teams to concede, you have done your job. And at this rate, there's over 30 more minutes for there to be another goal. So if you went for over 2.5 in this game, there you go. It just might play out the way you expect it to. But I can tell you that some quick substitutions have been made in the game between Liverpool, who are at home to Galatasaray. Real quick, Leroy Sané has come on for Victor Osimhen, and Sacha Boey has also been substituted with Noah Lang coming in as far as this one is concerned. Two wingers as they look to put men behind the Liverpool fullbacks. That might just serve them a bit of the purpose. Victor Okan is my name, and yes, Femi Lubi is right here as we bring you the action. Yes, a second 45 UEFA Champions League action brought to you by Heineken. And as far as this one is concerned, taking out Victor Osimhen blunts the attack, no doubt about that. But bringing on two wingers gives them something that they can take advantage of, because Liverpool are also playing in such a way that their fullbacks will have to be high up the pitch to offer some width for this side.
Absolutely. Sometimes you make decisions that you don't want to make because of certain things that happen. I don't think that the manager planned, to take out Osimhen early in this game like this, but that injury to his hand was a bad one, and one way or the other, the manager didn't have a choice. But he's brought in wingers who are quite fast, who can also do something different, or who can bring something different to the game also, which is so nice for them. For Liverpool, I'm sure that for Mohamed Salah is looking at himself and he believes that penalty that he missed this game could end, and he could blame himself, for missing that penalty. Because
for all the guys who have said Liverpool should look at cutting ties with the brother come the end of the season, that was also another testament to the fact that he has no business being there. like bros, he not they work again. Not that he's not putting in the effort.
Nah.
It just doesn't click.
Yeah.
It just doesn't
Something
click.
is just wrong somewhere, you know.
Again, you don't want to risk another season and say, hopefully it clicks next season. He's aging. And that's an indicator that if there's anything you want to do now, do it now that you still have the possibility of earning money from Saudi Arabia or anywhere you can earn a decent fee as far as that move is concerned. Let's, of course, go to other places and bring you further action and let you know that the wingers have so far, got to work in this game with Leroy Sané combining with Noah Lang playing the ball behind the Liverpool backline right there, but they just were unable to connect with it on 2 occasions already. Van Dijk, of course, averted the first danger, and in the second time, of course, the guys were unable to get the job done. Liverpool have since, of course, also returned the favor, hitting them on the counter and moving all the way to, of course, have a shot on target, but the goalkeeper was right place, right time, and he was able to save that. But I think one thing that is certain with this Galatasaray side is that they must play with a bit of, try to make it as expansive as possible, because Liverpool closes them down, or you find Liverpool players closing them down, and all of a sudden they don't have any breathing space, and they are not the sort of guys to create spaces for themselves. Their build-up play is not so fantastic, and then of course they're trying to chase things from the onset again. It doesn't speak well of them, but of course that's the reality of what is coming in at this point in time. 50 minutes, Bayern Munich lead 1-0. 49 minutes on the clock. It is Liverpool 1, Galatasaray 0. And I can tell you that Tottenham Hotspur against Atletico Madrid, it is 1-1. Just when you thought Spurs might have a comeback in this game, well, Atleti have given themselves a lifeline early enough in the game to, of course, try to avert any danger, and they keep themselves in it and restore their 3-goal cushion as much as possible to be in the driver's seat as far as this game is concerned. So yes, back to a 3-goal lead coming into this one, but Tottenham Hotspur, of course, will not relent as far as this one is concerned. Let's go there. Smooth as you like. Yes, smooth as you like. And it is
Xavi Simons.
Yes. Xavi Simons has found the back of the net for Tottenham Hotspur. Yes, he took that from range, and imagine if Atleti had not scored now, it would be 1 goal separating the two sides. It is game on, my people. I can tell you for certain it is game on as far as this one is concerned, because Atletico Madrid, I saw the lineup and I knew that Simeone was playing with fire. For a side that can concede even when they play their strongest team, he was definitely playing with fire. Now they have a 2-goal lead. Yes, 3 has been cut down to 2. Well, let's see what they do and how they respond in this situation. Getting themselves in it as much as possible, because Spurs have shown that they can score. And if there's anything we learn from this Atletico Madrid side, it is the fact that in the game, in the round of 16 heading into this particular fixture, they were almost knocked out by a Club Brugge. Yes, they were almost knocked out by Club Brugge. First leg was 3-3 until Atletico Madrid blew them out of water, yes, in the reverse fixture at the Wanda Metropolitano. So yes, will Spurs take advantage of the fact that Atleti are not good travelers in this competition and get the job done, or would we see something different from this Atletico Madrid side in this fixture? Of course, still some 36 minutes of normal time left in that game, and we definitely will take you there. But I can tell you that Liverpool, yes, they're not leaving any stone unturned as far as this one is concerned, making things happen for themselves. Let's go there. It is come on,
Ugo Ekitike, created by Mohamed Salah. Yes, the man who lost the penalty has set another man up for him, for them to get ahead in this one. It's Liverpool 2, Galatasaray 0.
Okay, yes, good one for them, and I think this is going to be the end of the road for Galatasaray. To be honest, I don't think they stood a chance. I don't think they stood a chance. I did say today that these guys are not good travelers, and 10 men, Juventus almost put them to the sword in that game. Juventus's undoing was the red card they had early in the second half, and the fact that they did not score more than 1 goal in the first half of that game when they still had 11 players on the pitch, because the moment Lloyd Kelly got sent off. Yes, they scored 2 more goals, but by the time he got into extra time, the numerical advantage was already telling, and they lost it, and that was where the game ended for me. But yes, unable to convert his penalty, he has been able to set up a teammate in the game, and it is 2-0, 2-1 on aggregate. Liverpool, as they have taken advantage of the situation right there, and I can tell you for certain they lead by 2-1. And so on aggregate 2-0 on the night, but 2-1 on aggregate, and it is definitely looking good for them. 090-41,889, 090-44,889. Yes, Champions League action powered by Heineken. And yes, let's take your thoughts on the show this evening. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Hello.
Emmanuel,
let's hear you, Emmanuel. What? It is now 3. Woo! Yes, it is now 3 for Liverpool. Ryan Gravenberch has made it 3-0 in the game against Galatasaray. At this rate, it might be up to 5.
They're going to blow them out.
At this rate, it might be up to 5.
Salah was afraid of getting that goal, but the goalkeeper pried that one back, and the rebound fell nicely for Gravenberch, and he put the ball at the back.
They are terrible travelers. Let's go elsewhere.
It's 2-0 in favor of Bayern Munich, and now they're leading. Yes, against Atalanta. Atalanta do not stand a chance at all in this one.
No. I mean, no, you do not stand a chance is you losing 6-1 at home. It is now 8-1 on aggregate. Bayern Munich, of course,
and 8-1
on aggregate. Hurricane on a double tonight as far as this game is concerned. Yes, they lead by 2-0. Liverpool lead 3-0 on the night. And yes, Tottenham Hotspur, they lead 2-1. At this rate, every game might as well do over 2.5. We saw that in the Barcelona game. It was 7-2. Yes, it was 7-2.
That was
8-3 on aggregate. At least we can say to ourselves that now the other guys are actually getting worse aggregate than other guys. So you might have to avoid all of that stuff. Hello there. Good evening.
Yeah, Victor, good evening.
Good evening to you.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
This is Mayor calling from Jerry.
Welcome. Are you cold?
Yeah. This match, I think Liverpool will qualify.
I think we need 3-1 now.
3-1 in favor of Liverpool. But Tottenham Hotspur, they will still consider another goal because I'm seeing Atlantico scoring another goal this night. Yeah, for Bayern, it's already done and dusted. So the Atlanta club, they should prepare and go home.
Okay.
So that is my message.
All right, thank you so much. Atalanta done and dusted. He says it is now 8-1 on aggregate. Let's go. It is 9-1 now.
Oh my God. Bless I could start to the English bell.
It is 9-1 on aggregate now. 3-0 on the night. And yes, Liverpool, once again, they have made it 4.
It's becoming a disgrace at this
When
point.
it rains, it pours. And yes, Liverpool have made it 4-0 against Galatasaray.
55 minutes.
And this, of course, it goes from bad to worse for the side. That I can tell you for certain. Bayern Munich, yes, they have made it 3-0. Liverpool have made it 4-0. And yes, the game between Tottenham Hotspur and yes, Atletico Madrid is still on 2-1 on the night. And it is Carl, yes, Leonard Carl, who converted Bayern's third goal on the night. But yes, Wilfred Singo, yes, the Ivorian, was the one who put in his own net from that cross that came in. He's a fullback. For whatever reason, the coach decided today that goal has been chalked off.
Yeah.
That goal has been chalked off. It looks like Frimpong was offside. Yes, Frimpong was offside when that cross came in. That goal has been chalked off. A moment of relief there for Wilfred Singo.
For him.
Because, yes, he was the one who put it in his own net in this game. And I'm sure that it's a huge relief for him right now, because I saw the look on his face and it was not a good one at all. But then again, why do they have like...
I mean, you brought in attackers and it looks like you are short one. It looks like they are on a red card.
It doesn't make sense to have this number of guys at the back and you're not compact. This is lack of compactness, or being compact in the back line, because we are talking about a side where you are supposed to actually make it as tight at the back as possible, especially if you have the numbers. But it's not exactly what you're doing right now. And well, any surprises? I don't think there is any for me. But yes, you have got to grind out the result if you think you can do the job. And we'll be waiting to see what you do as far as this one is concerned. But on the night, Liverpool leaded 3-0 in the game against Galatasaray. 58 minutes on the clock. Bayern Munich lead 3-0. 59 minutes on the clock. Action brought to you by Heineken. It is 61 minutes. Tottenham Hotspur 2, Atletico Madrid 1. And since the game against Manchester City on 1st of February, I think, yes, on the 1st of February, this is the first time Tottenham Hotspur are scoring 2 goals in a game. Yes, they are scoring 2 goals in a single game. Okay, they did 2 goals in the first leg of this game.
Yes, they did 2
goals in the first leg of this game. The second time they're doing 2 goals under this particular coach, and it looks like the signs are good now. After they pulled a draw at Anfield, which of course made it a good one for them, because again, in terms of confidence, it showed that they played against a good side and they didn't lose that game, and that will serve as a bit of a boost for this Tottenham Hotspur side. 61 minutes on the clock. Action brought to you by Heineken. And let's take more calls on the show tonight. Hello, good evening. Hello. Good evening.
I don't think there's anyone there.
Okay, he's gone. Hello there. Good evening to you. Okay, yes, when you call, let us hear you. Don't keep us waiting, because there are lots of guys willing to. Yes, a lot of people waiting on the line to also make their contributions on the night. Good evening, guys. I surely believe that Galatasaray are going to qualify. Goki from Lekki. Nalayo.
You never know.
Okay, don't go.
You don't know. You never know.
It has gone. Very big respect to you guys in the studio. I can see Liverpool winning Galatasaray tonight. Beth Gold from Onitsha. Okay, thank you so much. Hello, Brilla. Godwin from Turkey. Salah should stop at taking penalties. That duty should be for Dominic Szoboszlai. Salah is a shadow of himself, and his body language and overall play sometimes is so poor. I know not all players can still perform like Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi and Modric, players that are in their late 30s and early 40s. He should go to Saudi or go to Egypt. Okay. This one here says, good evening, guys in the studio. I'm really enjoying the reports are coming in. Yes, the one from the studio, Casey from First Stack Extension. Looks like at the end of the road for Galatasaray. And as for Atletico Madrid, now from Clap, dance they start to, assuming Tottenham Hotspur, yes, took their chances very well. Yes, assuming they took their chances well. Story for don't change, make Atleti no sleep. Okay, let's see how this goes and what's going to happen tonight. But one thing is certain, another English team looks set to put his foot in the quarterfinal of this competition in Liverpool.
Yeah, Liverpool coming into this game, a lot of people had their doubts, and like they always say, sometimes Champions League is a different ball game entirely. It's a different ground. Even when you're out of form, if you're a Champions League team, a proper Champions League team, you come here and you do well sometimes, and that's what Liverpool have done in this game. To think that the first half of this game gave us just 1 goal, and then in the space of 15 minutes or 10 minutes in the first 45, or in the second 45, we saw 2 goals from them. That was good for them. I don't know what the manager told them during the halftime break, but I would also say that they also took matter into their hands. But then you look at Galatasaray and how they played and how their defense was also, they were porous, because you don't have, like you said, you don't have that amount of that number of players defending for you, and you cannot be compact against a Liverpool side. That's bad from them.
You cannot be compact against the Liverpool side, and if you do not maintain being compact, you definitely will concede a lot of goals. He's compensated for his penalty miss with a worldie. 4-0 for Liverpool. Yes, a 5-1 on aggregate. Okay, a 4-1 on aggregate. I beg your pardon. Yes, 4-1 on aggregate in this game. Woo! Mohamed Salah. Yes, from outside the box, he's been able to hit the back of the net, stretching the goalkeeper at full length, and was able to curl it into the back of the net. And Anfield definitely rises for the Egyptian king in that game right there. Yes, Mohamed Salah.
That's the new Salah,
Szoboszlai, well, there's a check going on as far as that one is concerned. It looks like someone was offside. Yes, Salah was offside. Salah was offside. That goal might be chalked off. marginally, but yes, he was offside. He was offside. Very close, but he was a tad offside compared to the guy he was with. He was ahead of the defender. Automation, what's it called? Automated VAR. That should see it already. And let's see.
Have they started using that?
Yeah, in the Champions League, yes, they do.
Yeah.
In the Champions League, they do. Forget what they do in the Prem. The Prem is not. The Prem is not the standard. The Prem is not the standard. The Prem will always want to avoid some of these things. But of course, it looks like the check is on. A bit of Anfield royalty tonight in the house. Steven Gerrard is right there. Yes, Stevie G is right there, and he's also applauded that one. Goal stands. Looked a tad offside, but goal stands. 62 minutes. Liverpool have made it 4-0. Check is complete. Goal given. Liverpool 4, Galatasaray 0. As far as this one is concerned, 66 minutes on the clock. Tottenham will lead 2-1, and I can tell you that Atletico Madrid, yes, Diego Simeone has started to smell danger, and he's brought off Lukman, bringing on Alexander Soloth, and he's brought on Molina. Molina is off now for Koke. Yes, Koke Resurrection. He's a long-term captain off the side. So Koke, of course, is in the midfield in this game. And Tottenham Hotspur are also themselves set to make a substitution in this game. Dragoshin is about to come off, and that would mean there's a Destiny Udogie coming into this game. He's been out injured. Yes, he's been out injured for the longest of a time, but of course he has replaced Dragoshin in this game right now. Yes, Radu Dragoshin is off. Destiny Udogie is on as we speak. And yes, Atletico Madrid definitely also responding, bringing in some changes themselves. You would want your main striker, of course, to be in this team, so that if the passes can find him, yes, he will be at the right place, right time, and probably get some goals for you. Because 2 goals separates the two sides now. 1 more goal for Tottenham Hotspur will not exactly take Tottenham Hotspur over the line, but of course it would put Atletico Madrid under a lot of pressure.
They could find a way to drag the game into extra time.
The tension will definitely be building, and that could be more problems as far as this fixture is concerned. 65 minutes on the clock. Yes, action coming your way right here, Umbrella, and I can tell you definitely it is brought to you by Heineken. Yes, let's go right into it. Liverpool have their 4th corner of the game. 6 big chances, 22 shots, 14 on target, 6 big chances, 4 goals scored, and 4 corners, of course, they have in this game right now. Galatasaray cannot find their way past the midfield, but I've seen a player that has caught my attention. I think this is one player who deserves a big club. Used to be at Norwich City, didn't cut it quite well at Norwich. He's moved on to Galatasaray. He's also mature as a player. Gabriel Sara. He's just been invited for the first time to the Brazilian national team, and that, of course, is huge potential right there. You probably want to look at what such a player would be giving some of these clubs. I would say Brighton. In all honesty, just in case Baleba goes in the summer, he's the kind of player. But the good part about Gabriel Sara is that he can play as a 6, he can play as an 8. He joins the attack really well. His distribution is not the worst you can find. Maybe he's not a typical 10, but yes, definitely a good player that you want to add to your team, especially for rotational purposes too. He comes in and he will help to slot in as effortlessly as possible. But yes, 2-1, the scoreline right there at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. As the home team in North London, they lead tonight. Liverpool lead at Anfield 4-0, and it is Bayern Munich 3, Atalanta 0. And all of these games tonight in the second half have seen at least 2 goals in the second half. Second half have seen at least 2 goals. So for those of you who went second half higher scoring, this is your ticket. This is your ticket. This is your ticket.
Yeah, because all of the games ended 1-0.
This is your ticket. This is your ticket. 090-41,889, 090-44,889. Yes, on 44,889 is where you can also leave your messages, and let's take your thoughts tonight as the action continues on the Champions League. Good evening, VQ. Yes, and Femi is Kerrison from KD. Said Femi Kochila. Yes, the hand with the touch. Yes, the hand with touch Galatasaray this night resemble Brock Lesnar. Onsha. Yes, he says yes. Now get the senior man. Hey, I greet you, my guy. Thank you so much for that one. And yes, that message actually felt like home. Felt like a warm hug. Thank you so much for that message. Okay, let's take this one. 090-41,889, 090-44,889. Yes, Champions League action and round of 16 second leg. And from this point on, it is the quarterfinals. It means that only 8 teams will advance from this stage of the competition to the quarterfinals, and of course from there the story continues. Okay, so let's hear from you tonight on the show right here, and how impressed you are with some of this team. Now, this is the route where everyone has been talking about how difficult it is to navigate, how tough it is to navigate. Well, I can tell you something for certain. Liverpool are definitely up against the PSG. They met last season in, I think, the round of 16. Yes, they meet again this season, and this time around, of course, it looks a good one. Liverpool lead by 4-1, and PSG, by the way, did they did 8-2 on aggregate over Chelsea in the round of 16. So yes, another mouth-watering fixture between these two sides waiting in the quarterfinal of the UEFA Champions League. Those ones, well, let's see. I mean, I do not want to project into what's going to happen in the future, but yes, we can see already, and we can tell ourselves the story as it lives in our minds. Hello, good evening.
Sir.
Yes, good evening.
And then I'm calling from Mobuku.
Okay, welcome.
I'm a Barca fan. I was surprised. I was surprised with the result.
You are? You were surprised with the results that you defeated Newcastle 7-2?
Yes.
You didn't
I
expect...
was like, the game, I didn't even expect the game to even reach 6. I was like, we'll win, but you know, like 2-1 or 3-2. But man, by second half, everywhere. At least, next time, when they are coming to Camp Nou, they will have a bit of share in there. When they are coming to Camp Nou next time.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for that one. I think the best thing that has happened at this Camp Nou, apart from the fact that they've been able to recruit some players and discover some from the youth system, is the fact that they got Hansi Flick. Hansi Flick has been the difference maker in this Barcelona team. I mean, I live in places where they say that it is the holder of the cutlass that determines how sharp it is. A sharp cutlass on its own will not hurt you if you keep it on a shelf or something. But it is the person who's holding it. If a child holds it and a man holds it, it's different. The effect will be different when he hits anything. So yes, Hansi Flick has been the difference as far as the Barcelona story is concerned. And you will not say they don't deserve it. That's why they give him a new contract. Yes, Bayern have made it 4-0 on the 70th minute. Of course, it is Luis Diaz who scored in that game, yes, to make it 4-0. 71 minutes on the clock, and there's been more goals today than there were yesterday. Really? Yeah. Wow. There've been more goals today than there were yesterday. Barcelona game against Newcastle alone gave us 9 goals. 9 goals. Yes. All of yesterday put together.
So this game, the game Atletico Bayern against Atalanta is now 10-1.
Yes.
On aggregate.
Yes, it is now 10-1. Wow. It's not something they are afraid to do. They've done it a lot of times before. There are teams who hold their testimony, and you can understand when it is Bayern. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, good evening.
Yeah, Ibrahim from Lagos.
Ibrahim, welcome.
Yeah. I'm
okay.
Arsenal to meet Liverpool in the final, all the way to the final.
You don't want Arsenal to meet Liverpool till the final?
Arsenal to meet in the final.
Okay. All right.
Who scored the second goal for Liverpool?
Liverpool's second goal was scored by who did the second goal? I think I've forgotten, but I'll try to remember. Yes, second goal was by Hugo Ekechike. Yes, the assist from Mohamed Salah. Hugo Ekechike was the one who scored the second goal for Liverpool. Okay. Yes, I hope you got that. Hugo Ekechike scored the second goal for Liverpool. Let's go to the phone lines. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, welcome this evening.
Can you hear me?
Yes, good evening.
Hello?
Hello.
Good evening.
Okay.
Sorry. Try again. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Hello.
Good evening, my brother.
Good evening to you.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Good evening.
Okay, good evening. My name is Samson.
Samson, welcome.
Yeah. I can see you are still looking for a better way to speak to this Barcelona player.
Which Barcelona player?
I understand. Anyway.
Which Barcelona player?
India, wherever they are. You couldn't say the same thing when Barcelona plays in England. So you guys try everything possible to give them no chance to believe that good, whatever. Now today they destroy the Newcastle. You're now giving all the credit to Magic. Come on, let's be way for one.
Please. We saw Xavi play with this same team. Xavi played with this same team. If you say Hansi Flick has not raised the level, that's a bold-faced lie you're telling yourself. Let's not try to make it look as if Hansi Flick has not raised the level.
He has.
You got to the semi-final. Under Xavi, you played the Europa League twice. You had to leave the group stage to go play in the Europa League. It's not the same conversation. Nobody's trying to mock anybody.
I mean,
okay?
you can have issues with some of his decision. Maybe
all the goals that we have seen today, in all the matches that we have seen today, each match has produced at least 4 goals because Atletico Madrid have just made it a 2-2 against the Tottenham Hotspur. Yes, it is 2-2 and back to their 3-goal cushion. Yes, as far as the standings are concerned, it is 7-4 on aggregate, and Hanko is the man who got that from a corner. Yes, he headed it into the back of the net in this particular game. I know it's easy for people to easily forget. I mean, it's very easy for, especially when you start enjoying good times.
That's the thing.
It's not always. You'll have to be in touch with a lot of things for you to remember how hard things were for you. But when even the president of the club said Hansi Flick has been the difference, he was not bluffing. He wasn't, because they knew what they had to suffer when Xavi was there. Am I saying Xavi is not a good coach? No. But am I saying Hansi Flick has raised the level? Yes.
Yeah, because
very well.
Even Xavi, to be sincere or to be fair to him, he won the league in his first season.
He did.
I mean, even with this, even as bad as they were at that time,
he did.
He won the league. So good one for him. But then there's something about molding these young guys into what they are right now. You can complain about the High Line because that seems to be the only thing that everybody wants to talk about.
Is the High Line such a bad thing?
It's not even a bad thing.
In situations where they win, nobody cares about the High Line.
Yeah, the problem is sometimes
the moment they lose a game, that's when everybody comes about talking about the High Line. And I think it doesn't make sense. If you have a system that works for you, even the Barcelona of old, it is when they lose a match, people will come out and say, Barcelona no get plan B. They're supposed to get plan B. Like, who cares about a plan B if your plan A is effective? You will not always win. That's at the back of your mind. You will do everything to win. But if it doesn't work, what can you do?
Yeah. That's true.
Let's not leave things to... okay, do you play football and say, by fate, F-A-T-E, oh, I leave it to fate. Yeah, I was not destined to win the game. How do you know if you don't put in the effort? How do you know? God don't already write and say we don't go win. Now God tell you, say you don't go win the match. See, there's nothing you're going to tell me about Hansi Flick not raising the level. He has a great deal. He has. 090-41,889, 090-44,889. It looks like there is another injury relating to the hand. After Osime's case, Noah Lang is the next man. It looks like he's bleeding. Missed his step there and fell over the hoardings there. But in the process, it looks like he's injured his hand, and that is bleeding definitely. That's actually the Dutch Neymar, by the way. They have a lot of similarities, and they refer to him in some circles as the Neymar of the Netherlands. Okay, yes. Whether the tattoos, whether the dribbles, whether the Neymar is by far a better player, trust me. But I mean, sometimes you can have a cheap imitation to the original.
I don't know what are they doing. This coach, what are they doing? I see them arranging something like this game is gone already.
Yesterday at 85 minutes. Didn't you see Rosinho giving a note to Hanacho to take to the other guys? 85 minutes. What was that going to change? What was that going to change? So sometimes when you see these things, just give them the benefit of the doubt. Like, make the excuse for them in your mind and say,
because I don't know what you're doing. You are 4 goals, you are 3 goals down. You are giving. What are you trying to do? Are you going to all of a sudden Do you think that thing that you're arranging on the paper is what? See Jimmy Carragher.
Okay. 80 minutes on the clock. Tottenham Hotspur 2, Atletico Madrid 2. And yes, 78 minutes on the clock. It is Liverpool who lead 4-0 against Galatasaray. And the same 78 minutes sees Bayern Munich edging past Atalanta by 4-0 on the night. Of course, it is 10-1 on aggregate in that fixture. And yes, that I can tell you for certain. It looks serious than...
is in serious pain.
Yes, it looks really serious. And right now, they have taken the stretcher to the side of the pitch. And Noah Lang, who of course... Noah Lang, I beg your pardon, who of course came on in this game to replace a player, is now being substituted. Yes, he's now being substituted because he got injured while trying to clear a ball. And by the way, Mario Icardi, yes, while trying to, of course, keep the ball in play because the ball went out for a goal kick. He was trying to prevent it from going out for a goal kick. Maybe keep it in play so that he can still make a pass. But yes, Icardi is the man who's about to come into this game. In a game where you're playing against Liverpool, I saw the setup today. One thing jumped out to me when I saw the lineup. I saw that Ilkay Gundogan was not there. In a game where you need to have a bit of the ball and at least debate a bit of it, the pace of the game, have a controller who at least even under pressure can still make a pass without losing the ball easily. Why didn't a guy like Gundo start?
In fact, you remember against Juventus in the playoffs
when he came off the bench.
You spoke about how his presence.
The game was different the moment he came. Yeah.
He was able to shield the game, control the ball, get them possession, calm the nerves of the game, give them pass when it is due, and it did that so well. It did that so well for them. You don't know why. I believe strongly that he could have probably even gone with two pivots up front, which is Osimhen and the man who's about to come on. What's his name now?
Icardi.
I mean, do something different, but I don't know why he was conservative. It's just one goal lead, and you're making it look like you were maybe you were 3 goals up or 4 goals up in the game. And like you said, a player like Gundogan would have brought something different to the game. He would have found a way to control at least to some extent. He's not as agile, as physical as the likes of Ryan.
Yeah.
You know, who are in
but
the
90 minutes in this game will not be the end of his life.
Yeah, even if, I mean, the game even ended 1-0 in the first half. Ended 1-0 in the first. So you could have brought him on in the second 45 before the rain of goals started falling on you.
Okay, but unfortunately, maybe that's the only language they will understand. 8 minutes left of normal time in the game between Tottenham Hotspur and Atletico Madrid. And yes, this broadcast is brought to you by Heineken. Yes, UEFA Champions League, a round of 16, a final round of matches, of course, brought to you by Heineken. Let's take more calls. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Hello. Good evening. Okay, try again. Hello, good evening to you. Okay, try again so we can hear you and take your thoughts. This one says, good evening, guys. Kajitan from Anambra says, the kind of goal aggregate we are seeing in the knockout stage is something else. So most teams can't even keep a clean sheet. Interesting round of 16. Well done, guys. Nice work you're doing. Thank you so much, Kajitan, for that one this evening. Good evening, Femi and VQ. Galatasaray don't chop Galatasaray this night. You guys are doing a good job. Sonny from Ogun State. Sonny, thank you for that one. Ehije, yes, from Oshodi says, good evening, guys in the studio. I told them Camp Nou is a different stadium, but he could tell you, yes, Liverpool should better stop scoring. No be today. Them go do over 4.5. Now what you carry with that? If you carry on that. Okay. Good evening, brother. This one says Liverpool have actually made England proud by joining Arsenal in the next round of this competition. But I'm not seeing Tottenham turning things around at this night because it has really been a disgraceful UCL round of 16 so far. Nami, Engineer Dasco, the Chelsea chairman from Onitsha, he says, thank you guys for the good job. Thank you so much as well, Engineer Dasco, for that one. Let's take more calls. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Hello. I really can't hear you. Yes, Kayode, good evening. Nah, you sound far from your phone. 1 minute I could hear you, the next minute you sound distant. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, welcome.
Yeah, my name is Tony.
Tony, you're welcome this evening.
I've been listening to your program since yesterday.
You're welcome.
I just remember one Chelsea fan that called that miracle do happen. I don't know if you remember one lady that they're going to overturn the score.
Yes, I do.
I've not
she's
heard
my
voice.
friend. I dare not mock her. She's my friend.
Be very quiet since yesterday.
She's my friend. I cannot mock her. She's my friend. I dare not say anything.
I see Chelsea, I will say 8-2. How far?
Yeah.
That's why they greet them now. Since
Okay. I see.
She's miracle. All right. Good night.
All right. Thank you so much for that one. Action brought to you by Heineken. A quick message from Heineken.
Can I get a Heineken?
Sorry, we're out of Heineken.
Ah.
Just kidding.
In the late kickoff. If you add that to the 9 goals Barcelona scored today, that's how many? That's 22, right?
22, yeah.
22 goals. All of yesterday, these guys did 5, both in full time and extra time. They did 5. Sporting CP, add that to Arsenal's 2 and Chelsea's 3. That's 10.
That's 10.
And then to Manchester City and Real Madrid's 3.
Yeah,
That's 13. That's 13, and today we are seeing 22 goals. We did talk about it yesterday. We did mention it yesterday when we said maybe the goals will just be waiting today, and we'll have a lot of them in the back of the net. But so far, all the games tonight, both the early kickoff and this time, I've seen at least 4 goals. But there's a penalty for Tottenham Hotspur. Yes, there's a penalty for Tottenham Hotspur. in the 90th minute. In the 90th minute, Tottenham Hotspur, they do have a penalty. Yes, the ref pointed to the spot immediately because it was Xavi Simons who, of course, a contact was minimal, but yes, it was a contact. Don't even go there. It was a contact. And yes, Jimenez is the man. This guy was going to be the next big thing while he was playing next to Diego Godin. I don't know what happened to him. Maybe because he came into the scene too young. Then he was a teenager. He was really doing well. I can't explain what happened to him because he sits on the bench more these days. He was indeed a fighter for this Atletico Madrid side. He was a Diego Simeone player personified. He was a fighter. But Tottenham Hotspur, Xavi Simons is the one who steps up against the goalkeeper.
One thing that they've been able to do for themselves in this game is that
they have scored goals.
Were scoring.
They were scoring.
Because if they had not done that, this should have been...
Xavi Simons sends the goalkeeper the wrong way. It is 3-2. And 4 minutes have been added on. 4 minutes have been added on. Now, Tottenham Hotspur can do one thing in 4 minutes now, is to score two goals and take this game into extra time. If they do that, we will be here. We will be here. If they don't, well, they have sent us to go home. But yes, Champions League action brought to you by Heineken. Score lines across all the centers. Yes, it is Bayern Munich 4. Atalanta 1, Liverpool 4, Galatasaray 0, and Federico Chiesa has just been introduced in that game. Rio Ngomoha also coming in as well, and I can tell you that Tottenham Hotspur lead by 3-2 against Atletico Madrid. Let's take a quick message from Heineken. We'll be back with more.
Can I get a Heineken?
Even though the goal doesn't stand, the referee didn't give that. He should be giving that. The goalkeeper went for a parry, he didn't get it. He came off against the head of a Virgil van Dijk and landed in front of McAllister, who tapped it into an empty net. Liverpool are already 4 goals up, but they want more. These goals will not add to the points in the Prem. The goal doesn't stand, okay? But yes, Tottenham Hotspur will dig with everything that they have right now to ensure that they get back into this one. And they are definitely going for it. They are going for it. The goalkeeper has made a save. And the players have made 2 blocks back-to-back inside the Atletico Madrid box right there. As Tottenham Hotspur are hoping to salvage something. 2 more goals is all they need. And can they get 2 on the night? Jet Spence, Xavi Simons, Kolo Muani, all the guys are in there. 5 minutes were added to that game. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. We're in the 3rd one already. And it is rolling. Berival, the man to take the throw. But Tottenham Hotspur, of course, doing everything possible to make sure they get that one there. It results in a corner, even though the players are shouting for a penalty. Yes, they are shouting for a penalty. Was there enough contact in the box there? No. That's not a penalty in 1,000 years.
No, that's not a penalty.
That's not a penalty. The moment he felt the guy's leg, he threw himself. He should get a yellow for that. He should get a yellow for that. He threw himself the moment he felt the guy's leg. That is not a penalty. That's not a penalty. There are even situations where there's a contact and it's still not a penalty. I've seen those situations before.
Yeah, true.
Yes. There are situations where there is a contact, yet it's not a penalty. So, of course, they'll be hoping they can get something. They have Cuti Romero on the pitch. They have Mickey van der Ven on the pitch. These are their main guys when it comes to, set-piece situations. Guys who can head the ball. But Atleti will hit them on the counter. In this situation right now, Alex Baena unable to get to the finish line with that one. before Tottenham Hotspur players closed him down. We are in the final minute. Yes, we're in the final minute, and it is definitely counting at this point in time. The guys are just smart enough to know that let's win fouls now. Let's win fouls now, and that will be all that we need to keep ourselves in this game as much as possible. 90 plus 5 minutes in that game. In the Liverpool game, 6 minutes have been added. Yes, 6 minutes have been added. Of course, they spent a chunk of that time attending to Noah Lang in that game. 93 minutes, of course, 3 minutes added to the Bayern Munich game. Even though Samadzic just scored from an assist from Pasalic to give Atalanta consolation in this game, it is almost a full time in that game right there. Serge Gnabry, of course, took the last corner kick for Bayern Munich. They've had 6 of those, and it's full time in that game. Bayern Munich 4, Atalanta 1 on the night, and on aggregate, it is 10 goals to 2 for Bayern as they advance to the round of 16 in this game. Yes, they advanced to the round of 16. The quarterfinal in this competition. Yes, quarterfinal round awaits Bayern Munich as they have advanced in the competition. Yes, Diego Simeone backing instructions at his guys and rallying the troops to make sure they get the job done. But it's full time right there. Yes, it is full time at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. A good fight by Tottenham Hotspur. Not enough for them to come back, but something they can build on, especially as they hope to get themselves out of the relegation waters, Femi.
Yeah, good performance.
If they could score 3 goals on the night.
Yeah, good performance, their greatest on doing was...
So it means in back-to-back matches now they have not lost.
Yeah.
A draw at Anfield and a win for the very first time.
Yeah.
But they are out of the competition.
Yeah.
They can now channel all their energy into making sure that
they don't relegate.
Let's rake in points. 3 wins, 4 wins. They are in a solid place. They keep themselves in the season.
Yeah. Good one for them. Just they lost the game, but just they failed to qualify, but they won the game. And I'm sure that the manager looks at this one and say, you know what, all these players need at this point is probably more hunger, because I think they had hunger in this game. Their greatest undoing in this game was their defensive flaws, and at the end of the day,
it's always been all season.
So you cannot automatically say against Atletico Madrid we are going to be special defensively, and they were not able to do that, because like I said, that third goal, that penalty, which was the third goal, or the third goal from I think Xavi Simon or somebody, that would have probably been the equalizer for them. This game will probably be going into extra time right now, but those 2 goals that they've considered really, really hurt them, and that's also a smart one. That's also a smart one from Atletico Madrid, because if they had not done that, they'll be in a very dire situation going into the last few minutes of this game.
Okay, smart one by Atletico Madrid right there, and they have been able to put themselves in a good position as far as this one is concerned. Yes, of course, the action continues right here, and it's UEFA Champions League action on the night. Yes, coming your way on Sports Radio Real FM, brought to you by Heineken. And I can tell you that Liverpool against Galatasaray is the only game left running right now. And, again, one of the reasons yesterday the referee had to end that game 90 minutes on the clock was that 3 goals down, and then they had a player who was out when they had finished their substitutions. So, yes, under such circumstances, the referee can say, you know what, let's just end it here. You they go now. That's it. But let's take some calls and your messages as far as this one is concerned. It looks like we're getting into a time in the competition where the fixtures will be mouth-watering from the quarterfinals. Yeah,
it is. I think that we have a lot of big boys right now in the quarterfinal, and at this stage of the competition, the excitement grows bigger and better at this point. For teams like Barcelona, teams like Real Madrid,
it's full time at Anfield. 4 goals to 0, 4-1 on aggregate. Liverpool have won the round of 16 tie over 2 legs against Galatasaray, and that, of course, is the story tonight. Round of 16 action done. When Champions League makes a return again, it will be the quarterfinals. Well, Femi, you were saying something.
Yeah, I was saying that teams like Real Madrid, teams like Barcelona, teams like Liverpool themselves, who has won in this game, they are going to be put to real test. That game where you win for round of 16, you got really show say you good, because now you're not going to play against a team that is naive as Galatasaray. You're not going to play against a team that is naive like Newcastle. You're not going to play against Bordeaux, if you are Sporting Lisbon. You're going to play against a team who probably has better players, better coordination, better managers, or better manager than the team you played in the round of 16. So at this point, things are getting serious. We're getting to the business end of the Champions League.
Okay, business end of the competition. Talking about the UEFA Champions League 2025-26 season. And that, of course, is what, of course, this is about at this time of the campaign. 090-41,889, 090-44,889. And 2 English teams of 6 were able to make it to the round of the quarterfinal round. In Spain, yes, 3 teams were able to still maintain their status. Atletico Madrid, Barcelona, and Real Madrid maintaining their status. Only 1 from Germany and 1 from France as well, and 1 from Portugal, yes, in this competition. And we are definitely right in it as far as this one is concerned. Yes, we're set for what is to come in the next round. A Champions League action, of course, brought to you by Heineken. Hello, good evening. Sports Radio Bella FM, yes, keep the calls coming in, and let's take your thoughts this evening. Even your messages, yes, your tickets, did they come through for you, or you fell short? Hello, good evening. If anybody went for the goals market today, you are eating good. Hello. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, welcome.
Good evening.
Hello.
Hello.
Good evening.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening.
Welcome.
Morgan on the line.
Okay, Morgan, let's hear you.
So what's the scoreline for Bayern?
Bayern won 4-1, 4-1.
Oh, that's good. Thank you.
Okay, Morgan, we've been announcing that scoreline. Maybe, of course, you were not there. But yes, 4-1 it ended on the night in favor of Bayern Munich. That's 10-2 on aggregate. Yes, 10-2 on aggregate as far as that one is concerned. Of course, action in the round of 16. Yes, definitely done and dusted. Tottenham Hotspur picking up a win right there. It looks really, really good for them. Huge relief for Tottenham Hotspur. And let's see. I think they have a game this weekend. And we'll see if they can rev the engine and pick up the momentum from there. Because, again, they have also entered that stage where they have one game to play. And you play that game, you wait for what will come the following day and or the following weekend. Players are able to rest. For the ones who are recuperating, Tottenham Hotspur might just have the full complement of their team. They play against Nottingham Forest at home this weekend. Yes, on Sunday. Yes, on Sunday they take on Nottingham Forest in the Premier League at 3:15. Yes, about the same time Aston Villa will host West Ham United, and the Newcastle will have lunchtime fixture as they host Sunderland in the English Premier League. But yes, Tottenham Hotspur against the Nottingham Forest, who exactly are not fantastic. They go away from home tomorrow to play against FC Midtjylland. They lost that game towards the end of that game. It means Nottingham Forest might have to go and work really, really hard, exert themselves as much as possible to try to win that game and turn the tie in their favor. And that will be about the same time Tottenham Hotspur would probably have gained a 24 hours rest on them. They travel to Denmark in Scandinavia. It's still pretty cold there. And Tottenham Hotspur would have gained a 24 hours rest on them. That's the kind of game you expect a Tottenham Hotspur side to show up. Richarlison was suspended for this game tonight. Didn't play. Might lead the line this weekend because he would have rested more than Kolomwani, who had a full 90 minutes. The sort of game you think Tottenham can win and start coming out of that place?
Yeah. I mean, one, they are not distracted anymore now. They have what it takes.
There's confidence to build on.
Confidence to build on. You know, they scored 3 goals. Nice against Atletico Madrid. You lost the first leg. You won the second leg. Albeit you considered a lot of goals in the first leg for to have a cushion. Coming into the second leg, but you did win. So going into that one against Nottingham Forest, it's going to be a tough one because both teams they desperately need that that position or that win for themselves. Nottingham Forest are fighting relegation. Tottenham also are fighting that they don't want to drop. They don't want to drop further from where they are right now. So it's going to be a tough one for them in that game. But that sort of a game is a game that you need to win. Like you also explained, you're playing against a team who had played and who will probably be stressed out from coming into that game. So that's where you can exert some sort of confidence also in that game.
Okay, let's see what they are able to do for themselves. For Champions League action brought to you by Heineken. It is UEFA Champions League. And when next, of course, we come back. Just 23 goals in 4 games tonight. What a night it turned out to be. And interesting stuff, of course, waiting for us in the quarterfinals of this competition. It gets really exciting from here on. And we are waiting to see what the fixtures have in store for us as far as this year's edition of the UEFA Champions League is concerned. So Paris Saint-Germain will take on Liverpool. Yes, a first leg away. Yes, first leg away. It is Paris Saint-Germain who will be at home. Liverpool ended in the top 8. So yes, Liverpool will go away from home in that game. And then of course Barcelona will be home to Atletico Madrid. Yes, they will be at home at the Camp Nou against Atletico Madrid in the round of 16. Real Madrid will host Bayern Munich before they will go to the Allianz Arena. Don't forget, Bayern Munich have finished second in the group. These matches are coming your way on the 6th, between 6th and to 8th of April 2026. This year's quarterfinal, the UEFA Champions League. It will be Sporting CP who will take on Arsenal first at home before, of course, they return to the Emirates Stadium in the reverse fixture. Yes, the weekend of the 13th to the 15th of April 2026. Yes, talking about the action. And that's when the whole team who were on the road will now play the reverse fixture at home, with Liverpool at Anfield against PSG and Atletico Madrid against Barcelona at the Wanda Metropolitano. At the Allianz Arena, it will be Bayern Munich against Real Madrid, and Arsenal will host Sporting CP as the competition continues. Okay, yes, we talking the quarterfinals of the UEFA Champions League. And that, of course, will be the next phase of this competition when it makes a return. Okay, let's take your thoughts this evening. First, of course, we'll get started with the messages that have come in on our WhatsApp platform. Ismail Sani from Agege says that the real business starts from the quarterfinals where men are separated from the boys. The real business is already separated. It's already separated. If that's the case, we'll now say semi-final is where it starts. I think we've, for 8 people to be left in a competition where about 36 started, men have been separated from the boys. It doesn't matter. I mean, if you saw the Bodo Glimt game yesterday, you will know that the lack of experience at this level was also a factor. Business starts in the quarterfinal where men are separated from the boys. Today's highlight of the matches was the Barcelona mauling of Newcastle United. I hope they continue in that trajectory. Really enjoying you guys' updates and convo. Yes, thank you so much. Yes, this one here, it says, Mr. President and Femo, please, what's the quarterfinal fixture like? Because the games are all over. Yes, we've served that already. Mr. President and Femo Lala, yes, how na day? Yes, Chelsea, Tottenham, and Man City, and Newcastle United all don't collect Woto. Yes, the scores are mind-boggling. Yes, it says the scores are mind-boggling, especially the world champions at Chelsea. Wahala deal. Fidelis from Hull City. This one is coming from you. Good evening, Brilliant Nation. My name is Malakai. Yes, Malakai Umor. He says, please, where the Galatasaray players are trekking from Turkey to England, that they could not, where the Galatasaray players are trekking from Turkey to England, that they could not score a goal or more. Okay, they use the first leg. They look them. You don't know where beyond field, Abby. EJ Oshodi says, I was scared of Liverpool playing over 4.5. I didn't know it will be Atletico Madrid who will ruin everything. God, double chance, bad thing. Waiting person one play again. God, that was a game. You saw how many goals in the first leg? 7 goals. Why didn't you go for the goals market still? It was a game where you knew the 2 teams could concede and they could score. Goals market, is that simple? Yes, goals market. Good night, Jare. Yes, you too, good night. This one here says, good evening, Brilla. It shall not be well with this Tottenham. And may they never escape this relegation in the EPL. For just what they came to spoil our daily bread and hustle for nothing. For them to achieve nothing. Steve from Aja. Steve, what do you carry them? You carry Atletico Madrid to win or draw. They're cut and wear. David from Canada says, good evening to you guys, VQ and Femi. I believe this night's UCL was boring because there weren't any major upsets. And I feel Newcastle should have been the team to do that, but they lost composure, especially in the second half. I feel the winner of this year's UCL will be either Arsenal or Bayern. I expect both teams to be in the final. Okay, David, let's see how that goes. We are on that path already because from 36 we are down to 8 now, and it gets even more exciting from here. Well done, you guys, for the great job. Yes, for the job well done. Please, I want to confirm from you guys, is it true that CAF has stripped Senegal of the AFCON trophy and collected the trophy to Morocco? You just hear. That news is over 24 hours now.
We broke it as at
yes,
this time yesterday.
We broke it this time last night, and we took reactions until 11:35. Yes, talking to you on the show. Oluwasegun from Ipaja, yes, this is from you. Yes, that has actually happened, but Senegal have said they will investigate. As a matter of fact, they have termed it corruption. The government of Senegal have said this is corruption at the highest level at CAF, and all these and lots more. We've got a whole lot of exciting things coming to you tomorrow. Start this show with us when we wake up in the morning, because you do not want to miss out on all the exciting things that we are cooking for you tomorrow, because the fire and the reaction coming as a result of what has been said, what has been declared. My brother, you want to be there. You want to be there so that you can hear how things are definitely going as far as this matter is concerned. Action has been brought to you by Heineken. Let's take a quick message. We'll be right back in here to say good night.
Can I get a Heineken?
Sorry, we're out of Heineken.
Ah.
And wrapping things up on the show, it looks like it was a bad night for investors. Those of you who were going for over 4 point, under 4.5, under 4.5, under 4.5, it ought to be it ought to go small now. Over under 4.5, you were going to get 1.16. No. See, let me not give you tips, Sha, but I always believe that game will go cut. So go for the big odds.
Yeah.
It's okay to play safe. It's okay to play safe. But in a game where there's been a lot of goals before, it is always safe to go the route of goals again. Atleti will concede, they will score. Tottenham will concede and they will score. So it's not a matter of, if we don't go do that kind of thing. Don't go do that kind of thing. Those who went for the goals market today, they are eating good. 23 goals scored on the night. Who would have thought? My brother. Great stuff. Femi, thank you once again. Of course, another evening of action as far as the UEFA Champions League is concerned. Courtesy Heineken. And when we come back in here next time talking the Champions League football, it will be the quarterfinals, and it will be in the new month of April.
Yeah.
God willing.
7th of April.
Yes, we will be here to bring you all the action. So yes, keep it locked and have a restful night, everyone. God bless you. Thanks for being a part of it. And yes, special shout out to Heineken for bringing you the action. We'll be back in here. And yes, of course, so much more coming your way. Bright and early, get started with us again on the Big Sports Breakfast Show when the guys will be in here to take you closer to the action. Victor Khan is my name. I've done this with Femi Olubi. Special shout out to Breezy and the Big OG tonight. Have a restful night. God bless you.